Hi and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vince. Thanks for stopping by. You're very welcome here indeed. So a new study out of the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Centre has highlighted a connection between a circadian rhythm gene and the way that gene is affected by prostate cancer treatment. So that's enough waffling out of me. Let's jump into the presentation and see what this new study on prostate cancer has got to offer. This is a review of an article I read in the Medical Express. The article was written by the Thomas Jefferson University about a study conducted at the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Centre. There are links in the description below to the articles citing the study. Our biological or circadian clock synchronizes with all our bodily processes to the natural rhythms of light and dark. It's no wonder then that disrupting the clock can wreak havoc on our body. Studies have shown that when circadian rhythms are disturbed through sleep deprivation, jet lag or shift work, there is an increased incidence of some cancers, including prostate cancer. This is the second leading cause of cancer death for men in the US. So there is obviously an urgent need to develop therapeutic targets for prostate cancer. Researchers at the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Centre explored the circadian clock and found an unexpected role for the clock gene CRY1 in cancer progression. Karen Knudsen, MBA, PhD, Executive Vice President of Oncology Services for Jefferson Health and Enterprise Director at SKCC, and the senior author of the study said, when we analysed human cancer data, the circadian factor CRY1 was found to increase in late-stage prostate cancers and is strongly associated with poor outcomes. However, the role CRY1 plays in human cancers has not been explored. A common therapy for prostate cancer involves suppressing the male hormone androgen and/or the androgen receptor, as prostate tumours require androgens to develop and progress to advanced disease. With their collaborators in the US and Europe, the researchers found that CRY1 is induced by the androgen receptor in prostate tumour tissue obtained from patients. This explains, in part, the high levels of CRY1 observed in human disease. Aisha Shafi, PhD, a postdoctoral researcher at the lab and first author of the study, said this was a clear indication of CRY1's link to prostate cancer. As we looked further into the role of CRY1, we unexpectedly found the circadian factor was altering the way that cancer cells repair DNA. Cancer treatments aim to damage the DNA in cancer cells and cause defects in the repair mechanisms. Eventually, the cell self-destructs when the damage is too severe. The researchers probed CRY1's possible role in DNA repair in cultured cells and in animal models, and tissue harvested from prostate cancer patients. The researchers first induced DNA damage by exposing cancer cells to radiation and found that CRY1 levels became elevated, indicating that it was responding to this type of damage. They also found that CRY1 directly regulates the availability of factors essential for the DNA repair process and alters the means by which cancer cells respond to DNA damage. The findings suggest that CRY1 may offer a protective effect against damaging therapies. Dr. Shafi commented that the fact that CRY1 is elevated in late-stage prostate cancer may explain why androgen targeting treatments become ineffective at those later stages. It also tells us that if a tumour has a high level of CRY1, DNA repair targeting treatments may be less effective for them. Dr. Knudsen said, not only have we outlined a role for CRY1 outside of its canonical function in circadian rhythms, Dr. Shafi's findings are the first to reveal the means by which CRY1 contributes to aggressive disease. She goes on, it's notable that the pro-tumor functions of CRY1 may be viable targets to treat prostate cancer, and this is the direction that Dr. Shafi's future work will explore. Canonical usually means it follows a principle or a rule. Looking ahead, the team plans to explore how best to target and block CRY1 and what other existing therapies may work synergistically to hinder DNA repair in prostate cancer cells. They also plan to study more circadian rhythm genes and determine how circadian disruption may affect cancer treatment. Dr. Knudsen closed by saying, it's been shown that circadian disruptions can affect efficacy of treatment, but also that aligning treatment with the body's natural rhythms or giving therapy at certain times of the day can be beneficial. Our findings open up a multitude of important research questions, exploring the link between the circadian clock and cancer. Well, I hope you found that interesting or informative, hopefully both. As the research continues, it looks as though the time of day that you receive your treatment, or night, may be just as important as receiving the treatment itself. And as research continues, it may be that if they find the optimal time of day or night to give the treatment, that this may lead to a reducing frequency or reducing dose for this particular cancer treatment. As we know, for friends and family and the recipient, cancer treatment can be an extremely harrowing experience. Well, that's it from me for today. As always, thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please take care and bye for now.